Hey guys, and welcome back to the next segment of the education series, or the mini education series, where I'm going to be taking you through all the necessary steps that you need to be thinking about and implementing in order to get a great result with your health and fitness transformation. Now, in the last video, in episode 1, we talked a little bit about developing the mindset and developing the standards that you need in order to make long-term progression. Now, why is that important? Well, because it's the foundation of everything that you're going to do. If your mindset isn't in that place that it needs to be in order to change your behaviour and elevate the standards that you need to elevate in order to move forward, then you're always going to struggle to get success with your health and fitness goals. Now, in this video, I want to talk a little bit about goals, which moves on nicely from mindset and standards. Goals are always a good thing to have because they give us direction. Now, a lot of people start a fitness program and they have no idea of where they're going, what they want to achieve, and how they're going to get there. And it's a little bit like a boat floating about on the ocean with no sail up. If you can imagine that, the boat's just bobbing around with no real direction, and it has no real destination. Now, by setting goals, that means that it allows us to set a picture of where we want to get to, whether that be a look with your physique, whether that be a weight goal, whether that be a strength goal, or whether that just be a feeling goal, feeling more confident and just feeling more happy in yourself. By setting those goals, we then have that direction to aim for. And then all we would do is simply take that bigger goal and break it into shorter, more manageable steps. But before we get to that part, we need to consider whether those goals are both realistic and achievable right now for you and your life, because every single one of you that are starting a health and fitness program or reaching out for support from a coach are going to be in completely different places in your life right now. Some of you may have children, some of you may not. Some of you may have busy careers where you travel a lot, some of you may not. So all those things are going to impact where you are right now in your life and what you're able to cope with in terms of goals and in terms of whether those goals are realistic and whether they're achievable. So as an example, let's just say that you haven't done any sort of fitness or exercise at all in your life. You've spent a lot of years not looking after your diet, not doing a lot of movement, your energy levels are poor, and your weight is in a place that you're not happy with. Now, setting a step target, for instance, 20,000 steps a day, is going to be a bit unrealistic because you're not used to doing any movement. So going from that 0 to 20,000 steps a day is going to be a huge ask for anyone, let alone a beginner. So perhaps a more manageable goal is to hit 4,000 steps a day, or simply just saying, my goal is to just go out and walk for 30 minutes each day. Now, that would be a good goal to start off for that individual who's a beginner. So can you see then that your goals need to fit in with your life right now and what you're able to, or the time that you're able to give to those goals? So they need to be realistic and they need to be achievable. Now, that's not to say that your goals can't be challenging, because challenging goals are good for pushing you out your comfort zone and progressing you forward. But if the goal is too unattainable, then all that's going to do is lead to you having feelings of failure and you feeling that you're failing on a particular program or failing with your goals. And that is something that we don't want at all. So when it comes to goals, yes, we want to have that bigger vision in mind. What are you here for? What are you signing up with a coach for? What is the dream goal, the dream outcome? What kind of person do you want to be? What do you want to look like? How do you want to feel? That's your big end goal. Then we break that goal down into smaller, manageable chunks. But those manageable chunks need to be able to fit in with your life right now. So if you don't have a lot of time to go to the gym and you can only manage the gym 2 sessions a week, then don't set a goal that says you need to go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week, because you're never going to manage that. That's just going to lead to feelings of failure. And again, you're going to be more likely to drop off the plan and drop off your health and fitness goals. So goals are important, for progressing you forward, for moving you out your comfort zone, but we need to make sure that those goals are both realistic and achievable. And that is going to be totally individual to you, your life situation and where you are right now. So when it comes to sitting down and looking at your goals, you need to sit down and look at your life, look at the time that you have right now to dedicate to your health and fitness goals, and work your goals around those commitments so that they're both realistic and achievable. So far then we've looked at mindset, we've looked at standards, and we've then touched on goals. I hope that that's made sense. Again, when it comes to goals, you need to have goals in place, you need to have direction, because that's going to feed where you're going. It's going to allow you to step out your comfort zone, and it's going to help you make longer term progress, but they must be realistic and achievable. As always, if there's any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, or reach out to me via my Instagram page, send me a message and I'll be happy to help you out. Until next time, take care and we'll speak to you in the next video.